Hello everybody, Frouwo here, bringing you game number 1 of Flipside Tactics vs Team Empire in this group stages of CIS Carnage 2014. Of course, sponsored by Pingy. Thank you again for hosting this wonderful tournament. Glad I could cast it, even though he didn't ask me directly. I mean, that's what I'm implying, but I don't mean it. He's not asking me to cast. I'm just doing my job casting games. And this is certainly something to fill up the dead space that's in the Dota scene right now as far as casting goes, or professional games go. But anyway, let's hop into picks and bans as I am falling a little bit behind as these picks are coming pretty quickly now. So far on Flipside, we have bans out on the Visage, the Lifestealer, the Nature's Prophet, the Treant, and the Bane. Team Empire is banned out in the meantime. Elder Titan, Alchemist, Slark, Crystalmane, and we're now waiting on their last ban, which will be the Storm Spirit. And now Flipside will be picking up their last hero, but they've in the meantime picked up the Timbersaw, the Nyx, the Keeper of the Light, and the Naga Siren. And for Team Empire, we've picked up the Venomancer, the Invoker, the Clockwork, and the Luna. And we're just waiting on one more pickup from Flipside, and we will have their draft all set to go. But to be honest, right now, it looks like a hard kind of 4 protect 1 strategy from them thus far. You got the Nyx, you got the Timbersaw, you got the Coddle, all very good in the mid to early to mid game. Nyx, a very powerful mid game ganker. Timbersaw, a very powerful, mid game, early game laner. And we got the Queen of Pain as the last pickup for them. And of course, you got the Coddle who can defend the base. So we're gonna have this very hard carry Naga Siren, it seems. And you're gonna have to see how that goes. It's gonna be interesting. This is certainly a carry Naga, I feel, as the Nyx really is going to take up that much farm, otherwise Team Empire would just blow ahead of them in terms of farm, as the Luna, is that carry, does have those glaives, can do some pretty insane amount of just last hitting. So this Naga, gonna see how it pans out, carrying Naga, I hope it is. Make this game so much more interesting for me. I always love a good carry Naga. But in the meantime, Team Empire has picked up the Venomancer, the Invoker, the Clockwork, and the Luna. And we'll see what their last pickup is. Likely a support with a stun, I would hope, as they are lacking on that long duration lockdown, aside from the Clockwork really right now, who was the hook, and of course the Cogs and the Battery Assault. But Empire looking to pick up their last support here, and we will have our drafts all good to go. And I just want to mention that it seems that Empire is playing with a full lineup, but Flipside is playing with what seems to be 3 stand-ins, unless Aloha Dance just doesn't want to tag up. I didn't make mention of it in last series. I casted the next KZ versus Relax, because both teams really weren't tagging up, so it wasn't going to bother. But Rubik, in the meantime, is the last pick from Team Empire, so just as good as the Stun the Lift is. As you can reposition with it, and it does break teleports, all that kind of stuff. And just Rubik, a very good support in general, especially when there's plenty of stuff to steal, like Flipside have. Steal the Song, steal the Riptide, steal anything the Queen of Pain has, steal the, Blast to Life from Coddle, the Illuminate, and you'll be all good. And there's plenty of stuff for him to steal this game. But anyway, about to start the game up. Certainly going to be interesting. Team Empire, I felt like was going to go with the early push trap, but rather just going to go with that. They got a fairly, decent chance of pushing pretty early, but Flipside also have the same chance, I'd say, with the Coddle at least. Just no way to do tower damage for them, or for Flipside that is. But Empire does have all of these summons. Now we have a pause, so I'm going to start with the introduction of Flipside, as Empire does not have their 5th in yet. So for Flipside thus far, we have No Fear going to be on the Timbersaw, and Light going to be on the Coddle, the Keeper of the Light. Aloha Dance is going to be on the Queen of Pain, and QWE going to be on the Nyx Assassin. And last but not least, we have Iluka Halukwa. Halukwa. Holukwa. I'm just going to try and call her Naga Siren as often as I can, because I'm going to botch that name every time I believe I try to say it. Certainly a difficult name. But anyway, let's go for Empire so far. So far, Resolution is going to be playing that solo bit invoker most likely. We have Vangsor on the Rubik, Silent going to be playing the Luna, and Mag going to be on the Clockwork. And our last, but not least, I believe, is Always Want to Fly. He's going to be playing the Venomancer for Empire. But it seems if we're going to have a pause, I'm not sure of how long a duration it's going to be. And yeah, so this lineup basically from Flipside is going to be the hard for Protect 1. It seems. I would hope. There's still no item pickup, so I'm not sure. And I'm not 100% sure of the stand-in situation, like who plays carry, that kind of stuff, because I'm not familiar with the Russian scene. But we have Fly now in the game, and we're ready to go, it seems. Any second now we'll be on pause. And Always Want to Fly has a lot of ping. It doesn't matter though, he is the Venomancer, he's just be placing wards, that kind of stuff. And we have a nice courier with a Frostbust effect, it seems. Oh no. All these gems. That's going to give you a headache if you stare at it too long. But anyway, we have no fear going to be going to the offlane as the rest of Empire rather, transfers up to the Dire Woods. And Flipside just going to head to the lane. So the early team coordination really showing for Empire as Flipside not doing too much in terms of that. They're just going their lanes and sitting there hoping for the best. As Light's going to go and place wards now, it seems. And Empire's not going to meet anyone here, so they don't have to be too worried. They're going to place wards. They're going to do that early fortify, as is happened in the Russian scene very frequently now. But Empire certainly looking to take a fight here, as they do have the more powerful level 1 lineup. Actually debatable. If they went 1-on-1 with Flipside, it could be a very interesting early game fight, but not going to happen. Not going to find anyone. They're just going on that warding, and both sides just chilling. As we now have the contest for the top arena. Always Want to Fly, going to fight on light for it, and Always Going to Fly, going to dodge that Illuminate and pick up a double damage most likely. But let's see how our lanes pan out now. It's going to be Myla with Meow Meow, or Vangsor. Vangsor and Silent, rather, because they have their lovers' names after the heart, so it's a bit confusing for me. You just read the end of it, because I figured the first part's part of clan tags and stuff, but not such the situation in this case. And Always Want to Fly going to come mid with that double damage, not even going to get any harass into Loa, and just going to rotate bottom, it seems. As Empire Mag will have to deal with his top lane solo. And it seems Timbersaw, of course, is going to be farming on the offlane by himself, and we will have that carry Naga Siren indeed. Yes. Going to be working towards the poor man's probably likely right off the bat, as it will make her near unkillable. And QWE, as well as Enlight, going to be protecting here as well as they can. Oh boy. I should have checked the fact that he didn't have the Timber Chain level 1, but I again missed the first blood. Congratulations to me. That's 3 in a row now, I believe. Well done, well done. I didn't think I'd mess up this badly, but it is quote unquote late for me, as my sleeping schedule really isn't the best as of late, but I mean, no excuses allowed. Should have caught the kill. 3 first bloods missed in the first 3 games I've casted today. Right before I go to sleep, however, so I mean, like, but still, again, no fear going down on the bottom lane to the tri-lane. So likely, this tri-lane for Flipside going to look for a kill onto Mag, but Mag is the Clockwork and does have the cogs up now, so very, very safe in terms of, in that regard. And the 4-minute shield now completed on the Naga Siren. Halukwa. And Mag throwing some harass. Like, we're not going to have any of it. Comes back to lane. Going to try and throw a right click, but nothing. And Boots now up on the Luna. So, very passive early game. Very early game from the both sides. Not much like the previous series, however. I don't know if you're going to make it away. If he had no chain there and had to walk back up, he likely would have been dead or had to walk around the other way. Would have been a lot of time wasted for him. And yeah, that's really it. Flipside just looking to farm up a bit. Bag now level 4 compared to the offlaner of No Fear, who's only level 3, and really all solo laners being about level 4 at this point, to be honest. Man, in the meantime, I'm going to harass his pole as much as he can. Soak as much experience as he can, all that kind of nice stuff. As No Fear gets very, very much pulled away, or blocked away. But he's of course going to sit on this low ground and see what he can do as far as soaking up experience, but actually no, just going to chain away. And Mag may get a kill here in Kidui, but Kidui is just going to back off knowing he's in danger. If he was trapped in that cog, he likely would have been dead, however, so well done by him, I guess, getting out of that. And Rune's going to be on bottom here. Queen of Pain in the meantime taking a lot of damage in the mid lane, being cold snapped up very frequently. And he's not going to get this region bottom as it is picked up by Vangsaur, so decent rune control at Empire so far. I guess now would be a good time to pick up the last hits, and Mila's going to actually be going for that Hand of Midas. Be very, very timing on that as well. Already has the recipe at 4:30, so probably going to see a 5-minute timing out of that. And Luhan not going to go for that. No Midas on her. To be super greedy to go on a Luna or on a Naga. You really just want to get that radiance up as soon as possible, really. Sooner the better. But Milo getting closer and closer to that. Midas should have it on the next creep wave for sure. And in the meantime, mid lane, of course, Quap, Queen of Pain dominating the Invoker, 23 to 14 right now. Invoker, of course, doesn't have as high base damage as the Queen of Pain, so should start catching him soon as their last they're pretty even. And Mala now has enough for that Midas, but Timber was seemingly guarding it not too long ago, and Kidori getting pretty low here actually. Too much Rocket Rush from Mag. And Mag's looking for this last hit on to the Troll Warlord. Just gonna wait for his rocket in 4 seconds if nothing else happens. And no, didn't get it with the rocket. And now could be in a bit of trouble as Alukwa is chasing him down. Net from him. Cogs, however, Cogs is in the Naga Siren though. Mag could be in a bit of trouble, but no. Naga Siren just gonna back off as well. Doesn't have any mana. Had she had a Riptide, would have been dead there for sure. And Envision picked up by Always Want to Fly. So again, great rune control by Empire, but it's a shame that Empire, or Resolution rather, isn't going to be building a bottle. He is not the Queen of Pain, so push going to come out for Empire now. Lunar Blessing leveled up 2 points, so going to help out a bit with the push for sure. Luke now getting closer to that Relic, sitting at 1600 gold now. Keep working our way there. It has the song up now, level 6. Use so much more survivable. And really pressuring most of their resolution in this lane. Pretty lots of pressure, of course. In the meantime, you may have our first gank of the game, or it could just be a wraparound. Who knows? Is it indeed going to be a wrap? No, just go to the secret shop. Just boots and keep the light. Probably fraying words out or something silly. No, nothing yet. As wards now go down for both teams. No replacements put up yet. And Flipside looking to go on this top tower, but really not enough push with just the Naga by herself. She misses the last hit on the catapult, and the rotation in comes from the supports. Looking for the kill on the Clockwork. Very, very deep now. They're going to be diving past the tower, see what they can do on Mag. Mag, however, going to be very safe from this, as QW just eats up a lot of damage to the column. Get that one illuminated off, but not really too much done. And hook from Mag onto Enlight, and Light now going to be lit up pretty heavily. QW now going to be in trouble, and throws the stun out onto Always Want to Fly, but Mag's still cleaning up, so Mag getting a double kill on this Shrine now. Really big difference in the terms of effectiveness of the offlaners at this point. No Fear really getting nothing done in this offlane. Well, Mag's just been doing an insane amount of work here. Now getting a double kill while No Fear fed the first blood. So, I mean, well done out of Mag, but of course Mag is a storied offlaner as far as that goes, so well done by him. Anyway, took the last hits. Again, both carries pretty even, but Queen of Pain just dominated the mid lane, 25 to 27. Oh, absolutely insane. Well done by her, but in the meantime, and also the Timbersaw only has 3 last hits, while the Clockwork 17, so just doing wonders in those lanes for Empire right now. As the support try to get a bit more farm up, and Huakwa gets some more gold towards that relic. Resolution likely will be building that Forge Staff first. Does have the Null Talisman, of course. That's just for lasting purposes. No Dagon here for sure. Not yet. That's only gimmicky things bounty hunters do. Bounty hunters and pucks. Yeah. Cupid Light now has them tranquils up. We start seeing some of those mid-game items come up pretty soon. All the lanes pretty much finishing up their nice pair of boots. And rotation from Mag looking for the gank here, sets up the hook and misses onto Enlight, so missed kill there. Queen of Pain rotates up instantly. Could look for a kill here. She does have the ultimate, but just gonna back off it seems. Almost level 9 here, and it seems that Flipside just gonna go for a kill here on the Luna. Luna, however, could always turn around with that dangerous ultimate she has, seeing it has infinite hits onto any hero she wants, and actually just blown up too quickly for it to even matter. So Luna going down very quickly there. No even possibility for Empire to rotate in and try and clean up after that kill, as it just happened too quickly.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And No Fear again, of course, very limited on his farm, only has 7 last hits at this point. No arcanes for him for sure. As the Invoker puts the push out, puts the hurt onto this mid tower with the Forge Spirits. And Mag trading blows with the Naga. Naga only 200 off that relic now. Very nice timing for the relic, almost 11 minutes now, and she will have it. But of course is rushing it, so I mean, still good timing regardless. And hook onto QWE there. Mag cleaning that up, canceling the teleport out and getting the free kill. Meantime, Resolution continue to put the hurt out on this tower as he almost feeds the courier to creeps. And Aloha coming back to lane, gonna defend this, of course. And indeed she does. Tower falling mighty low though. Aloha now has enough money for that relic. Already has the courier at this shop and buys it up. And take a look at the lessons. Nice. It's again pretty even as far as carries go, and Resolution really catching up on that mid lane, but Queen of Pain of course did rotate for that gank onto the Luna, so really even as far as trade-offs there. But this Coddle out farming the Timbersaw even. So Timbersaw going to be very much a non-factor in this other part of the game. We're able to throw and maybe do burst out 1 or 2 combos, but after that, just has to rely on the regen from the bottle at that point, as Empire now seem to look for another rotation bottom.
Radiant's middle tower is under
It will be
attack.
4 on this bottom lane, and No Fear may be in a bit of trouble. But just going to back off all the way, as he does know lots of people from Empire seem to be missing.
Dire's bottom
Not
tower
coming back to
is
the lane
under
though, just was blocking, and now going to be in a bit of trouble. Cold Snap coming out from Resolution and just torn apart, as Keeper of the Light also killed by Mag. So 2 kills there for Empire. Empire
structures are fortified.
showing the potency and the ganking potential of their lineup.
Tower is under attack.
Just shutting down essentially
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
really the supports
Radiant structures are
of
fortified.
Flipside, as well as probably the Timbersaw, as this Naga has really just been free farming
Middle tower has been
essentially. The Factor carries have been getting wrecked by the Clockwork, just really gives her space for herself, and she will have that Radiance up now, another 300 gold, and we will see that Naga start going to work and getting that farm up really quickly. Probably definitely keep pace with that Luna at least, but in the meantime the mid tower is denied, and the Clockwork picks up Blade Mail. And Call now rotating mid to hopefully defend this tower, but Empire gonna get it for sure. Indeed they do.
Middle tower has fallen.
And 2 towers in the way of Empire now for the 1 denied tower that Flipside has. Naga now just looking for that one last hit, and she will have her Radiance. But it may be too late for that, as Banksor now lifting and light going down very quickly to the Invoker, and Queen of Pain just blinking out of there as Mag gets the hook onto her, but not enough chain stun there. Lift, of course, expended on the Keeper Light, and it seems the push is going to come out in mid now, as all of Empire is here, aside from that Luna who's farming up in their own woods. And the Naga Siren finishing up that Radiance, going to start, the farming starts now for her. And the stack, and that camp already stacked, so let's see if she can pull this out. Because we've all seen, of course, that game where Luna pulled a very nice comeback with the carry Naga, being down very much, and being able to just farm up an insane amount in that mid game and really allow his team to catch up and fight even. But this tower mid now going to go down, so the first tier 2 down for Flipside, and now
Dire's middle tower
Empire could look to focus on this Naga, but of course that Naga 14-minute, or no, 14-minute Radiance rather, just going to be so potent in this portion of the game now. Like, Naga gonna die at the top tower now, so 2 denies out for Empire, 2 for 2 on these denies, but losing these 2 towers. Still up ahead in towers by 1. But of course the denies, there's going to be a lot of extra gold there. And speaking of gold, we can always look at this fancy gold graph, 5k in advantage for Empire. And Empire slightly behind, or slightly flying on experience, but still ahead by 2,000. Necro now going to come up for the Invoker, and Timbersaw finally gets his Arcane Boots, so nice on him. That's really good. Nice to see. But Rubik gets this Arcane Boots at about the same time, so Mag eating a lot of damage from this Radiance. It is early on, so the heroes who don't have that much health could really be spooked by this, especially with the Riptide as well. Mag could just die from residual damage here, but it seems he's just going to back off now. Yeah, very much so. And probably just get rid of that Invis and start using some model charges. He is super low. But pushing to come out top now from Empire, so we're going to see that happen. But with Timber, he could just wave clear pretty quickly, but just going to back off
Dire's top tower is under
and
attack.
hope for the best. Nope.
Radiant's
Boots of Travel
bottom
now already up on the Naga Siren, so 3 minutes later already the Boots of
Dire's
Travel.
top tower is under
Just
attack.
showing the potential of that Naga
Dire's top
Siren.
tower
And
has
now,
fallen.
QB pushing the bottom tower.
Bottom tower is under
Sonic
attack.
gonna teleport down here. Kotl gonna throw the wave. That illuminate and push it back just the slightest bit as Naga Siren's now rotating down here. Looking from Mag onto The Nyx getting killed pretty much instantly. And Resolution gonna find 3 of the enemy team here, as well as the Naga illusions. Oh, and I forgot the best part of this combo. The Naga Siren Coddle. Oh, it's the fact that Coddle can pour her to any lane. She just drops the illusions in one lane, rotates the other from the Coddle. So Coddle just gonna spend his time moving to the opposite lane that the Naga is in, and a 3rd to 9 now for Empire on the bottom tower. But this Naga are gonna be giving Empire problems. They haven't really fought against it yet, but rather just had to deal with some of the illusions. And you saw earlier that Mag was already having lots of trouble with those illusions. So we'll have to see how an actual team fight pans out at this point. Certainly not really in the favor for Empire. And on the bottom, QW gonna fall again here. Gale coming out from Always Wanna Fly and Invoker clean up that last hit. And in the meantime, they're just gonna take a Roshan here. And it seems like no contest gonna come out from Flipside. Just gonna push out the lanes and see what they can get in towers. Of course, in Light, could start throwing Illuminates at this bottom tower, clean up some of the creeps. And maybe, yep, recall in the Naga. Naga, however, has no mana, so I mean, this call's gonna give her some, but he doesn't have enough mana for that, so no mana here on Flipside, and Naga just gonna head back and probably teleport home once she can. But of course, Roshan goes down, Aegis is on the Luna. Ashe now farms up this Ancient stack, has BKB, has Helm of Dahmer, so pretty farmed right now, but not as farmed as this Naga is. Let's just look at last hits, and it just tells the story of the Radiance Naga, 195 already before 20 minutes, so you're looking at 100 last hits per minute. Absolutely insane, but the Luna sitting at about 150, and the Queen of Pain sitting at about 123, so really the Luna's having to keep pace on the Queen of Pain more than the Naga Sireneers, because Naga Sireneers just seems to be in a class of her own at this point. Now has the Yasha up as well, so wow. It's pretty crazy. Take a look at the gold graph now. Still trending in Empire's favor pretty heavily, actually. It's surprising. I figured that Naga would really let Flipside catch up, but doesn't seem to be the case. Experience, however, likely to be yes in Empire's favor. So that Roshan proving to keep Empire in the lead as far as things go. And Necro 3 now up on the Invoker, as Always Wanna Fly has a Vitality booster as well as a mechanism. And it's gonna walk in here and take the farm she can, probably just get out of there. Oh boy, now she's dead. Yep, that was a miscue by her. Should just pop the song and teleport out for safety, but Naga Siren going down there for absolutely no reason needed. And QW could be in a bit of trouble now as he is caught out by the Venomancer. Does indeed fall from one last Fade Bolt from Rubik. And Flipside just likely going to end up out of this game because they don't have anyone except the Naga really in the Queen of Pain. But the Queen of Pain really doesn't spend too much time ganking, rather just chilling, farming up. As Empire continues to just push the towers. Could actually for high ground here, but actually Necro 3 already expended by Resolution, so actually pretty won't be. And in Light now, taking a lot of damage from that Sunstrike that hit from Resolution, and Naga now back up, so pushing might be a bit more of an issue. Gold now, really heavily going to Empire's favor, so. And experience. Just showing how much that Naga's helping out in terms of keeping them on track or on pace of Empire. But let's just take a look at items. Aloha now finishing up the Orchid. QW just working towards a 4-staff, it seems. No Fear with the point booster, as well as Arcanes, and Light working towards the Mechanism. Should have that another 150 gold. Well, I'm sitting on 4.3k gold, so we'll see what she builds next. Not Mila, Silent rather. Oh, you gotta change those names, dudes. Resolution now finishing up a 4-staff. Was going to fly with the Mechanism and a gem as well. Resolution ever going to be blown up, all dropped, stunned from QWE, and Manderpaws at Aloha Dance. And where's the question marks, my friends? Where are the question marks? It seemed keep the light disconnected there, so good thing there was the pause. Does have the Mechanism now available, can buy it. But Flipside getting their second kill of the game there. Mag now has a armlet. And QB gonna die once again here. But again, I always want to fight does have that gem now, so good for him. Something to help his team out, especially with de-warding, especially since he has the wards. All that kind of nice stuff. And Mila might just not have the ability to carry her team in this kind of scenario. Well, but she really hasn't taken a real team fight yet. But, I mean, she did eat that Luna and die pretty much instantly, but has a little bit more survivability now. But there's so many buts, I have to wait and see.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And actually, Kala as well as Naga going to push out this bottom lane now. And Keeper Light disconnects once again. We'll see if it's paused. They're just not going to worry about it. Empire pushing this top lane. As the bottom tower is under siege. Naga likely just microing the Keeper. Keeper's going to head back to base. Flipside may be feeling it's a lost cause, but Empire the main team taking the top tower. As both the middle tower and bottom tower are being kind of pushed, but all of Flipside is down here. QW going to be in trouble now. Cold snapped up. Necro dropped by Resolution and going to fall again. This Nyx by himself has accounted for half of Flipside's death, so that's pretty scary as it is. Really just not playing it well on his part. And Sunshine coming out from Invoker, missing, and Naga now has the Manta style. Magneton, we're gonna throw the rocket, see what he can catch. No one just yet. Let's see if it's a miracle hook onto in light, but likely gonna miss and hit the creep wave or something. But nope, nothing yet. Really offensive lane ward is placed here by Empire, but gonna go down in a second here. This one won't, but yeah, certainly interesting. Very aggressive lane wards. And boots traveling up on the Invoker as the push mid now seems to be coming. As Luna has finished up the Manta style, and indeed the middle push is coming. Likely be bursted on pretty quickly here by the Queen of Pain and the Timbersaw though. Lots of potential wave clear here from Flipside, so gonna be tough for Empire to push in this base without a pipe or something like that. But in the meantime, Naga gonna teleport back to base, and maybe they want to take a fight here, it seems. As Empire looks to break the high ground to Flipside. Should Flipside hold this off, they actually have a pretty decent chance of winning the game because of this Naga Siren, of course, getting up that farm. But looking at the gold now, 12k in Empire's favor. Nearly 10,000 in experience as the top tower goes down. Denied once again, so 4 for 4 on denies now. Empire just really great on these denies as Clockwork works towards the Aghanims. I'm sure that's someone from Flipside. I'm sure that's No Fear complaining about why haven't we gotten any towers. You denied all of them. I don't know what they're saying, but I'm gonna laugh anyway. And Empire now gonna look for a gank. Not gonna find anyone though. Maybe just gonna try and look to push mid, it seems. As all of Flipside gonna be on the bottom lane, gonna push this last tower in, or this bottom tower in. And No Fear. Lifted by and 2 caught in the cogs. Luha going to go down here as well and can't get the ult off, so Empire for sure could push down this middle lane now as the Naga Siren dies, but Naga Siren actually buying back. She did have a lot of gold saved up, so certainly well done by her. No Fear head back to base. Oh, so the Timber got out of that one, my bad. The Coddle going to show strength now, and Fortify comes out from the Dire, and no creeps now left. Just words. Backdoor. Cannot be happening, and Empire continue to try and break this high ground now, taking a lot of damage though, of course, from those Illuminates. Tower goes down, denied by Queen of Pain, so well done by her. Gets deny off, but Empire just gonna fall back now. Roshan back up in 30, so they could look for that, but bottom lane being pushed in pretty heavily now as well, so maybe just look to continue to try and break the high ground here. Always could throw in the illusions, summons, all that kind of stuff. They do have the potential to do that and just harass down maybe the melee racks. Thanks for looking for a kill here, but not going to find anyone. Blinks in, no lift though. However, Mag hooking in now, looking onto Owaha, and ult from Luna gonna tear apart that Timbersaw. Timbersaw buys back instantly. However, now Mala gonna go to work on the racks, and Resolution looks for a Sunstrike, gonna hit on the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain getting very low, but now melee racks goes down, and the range racks goes down, and surely Flipside going to be in a bit of trouble now. Roshan is now up, but no one knows. Resolution Fly going to defend this bottom lane, and back to farm is the Naga. But going to have to carry her team, put her team on her back. Has only 2 assists though, so I mean, 12,000 gold is the gold advantage for Empire though, and 10,000 experience is the experience advantage. But like in terms of last hits, I mean, just look how far ahead this Naga is. Having 2 deaths while Luna only has like 1. It's pretty crazy. So split pushing will be the name of the game for now on, it seems, for Flipside, if they're going to even try and take this. And Mag, however, going to very aggressive kill onto Enlight here. Mag just going to teleport out, it seems, as there are no stuns here on the Flipside side, and Sunstrike onto the Key of the Light there. Well done by Resolution, catching him out. And I'm sure that Empire knows that Roshan's up now. One would assume. No contest yet from either side. So Naga Siren's now sitting on 2.4k gold. Thanks for taking a lot of damage from this Naga. Had he had another Riptide there, I think he might have been dead. No, wouldn't have been dead, but would have been getting closer and closer. Did not dodge the Gale there with the illusions. Mag could be looking for a hook now. Oh, just barely missing. Not enough range. Had that had another like 10 inches on it, would have been gold. And lag seems to have fixed itself. And this Roshan will be go down with no contest. Now go back in base, so no song from her. And Empire gonna get the second Roshan on the game, of course, going to Milo once again. Has the butterfly up now. And Empire likely just gonna try and push down bottom lane now. As No Fear gonna get lifted by Vankshorn. No Fear gonna be in a bit of trouble now for sure. And Vengsor stealing a Timber Chain, going to be able to chase him very well. And now the bottom lane push will come as Silent already has cleaned up the creep wave, so these creeps are going to go head straight for the Dire base. And now Flipside certainly being in a bit of trouble after the last fight. Aloha not going to be able to rotate, so cut off the creeps too quickly. Could certainly cut off the mid creeps, but we'll kill it very quickly. And the push comes out now from Empire. Hook from Mag onto Enlight. Enlight now is certainly dead, and indeed he is. Buys back instantly, however. But the Timber Saw is still down, so their counter push potential is not the greatest. Aloha now coming in, but this Rack's gonna go down, and this has to be GG. Empire just unable to engage in this, really. Atos from, seems, Resolution or somebody onto Aloha. Aloha now going down very, very quickly, dropping quite fast. Again, not able to pop the ult. Resolution now getting lower and lower and lower. No Fear Havoc cogs in by Mag. Ult dropped by Aloha and deny from Clockwork on the fly. And it seems to be GG, so Flipside just not being able to pull off the full Protect 1. Empire having too many useful heroes. Having the Clockwork as well as the Invoker, I mean, just really helped them out. Really, Timbersaw didn't get enough farming to be useful at all during the mid-game and early game portion. So yeah, Flipside losing that one out. Naga not being able to carry hard enough, and Empire winning out this first game. 22-4, 33 minutes in, and yeah. So 1-0 in this best of series now is Empire, and yeah, thanks for watching. This was Frouwo cast this game for you. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, all that kind of nice stuff. If you did enjoy it, I always appreciate constructive criticism, and you can contact me with that kind of stuff through Twitch, through Twitter, through YouTube, and I will likely improve on the aspects you mention. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys in game number 2. But in the meantime, of course, have a nice day. Goodbye.